Hello, World of Tank Blitzers. That's a Littlefinger. Hey, update 7.7 came out this week, and you know I like to do a quick summary of the changes. You've got to give Wargaming credit. One of the things they do a great job of is continually updating and upgrading this game. Yeah, there might be some toxicity. You might not like matchmaking, but overall they continue to improve the game. So the big change outside of the new tech tree line, which we'll get to in a second, is the sounds. Wanted to get your opinion on what you thought of the new sounds. Not in favor of it here personally, but wanted to get your opinion. So jumping into the tech tree, we've got the new Czechoslovakian line. I've done full tank review on the T50 and T5051 already, and you know, playing games in the other tier 6 all the way up through tier 10 battles. But the best way for us to get and do these reviews is with Blitzhanger, which we've got pulled up right here. Great resource for getting summaries and tank stats information. You can see here, for example, they've got the T5051, and they show you, like with hit points, it's ranks number 1 out of 14 with 1900. So you get an idea of, you know, green is really good, red is poor. And so you can quickly run through and get an idea for the armor. So it's a great website to be using. So here we've got the T50 and the VTU. T34 100 and the T25. So those are your new tanks. What I thought was interesting was to see a list here of the new premiums and event tanks being tested, right? Typically we'll see tier 6 being an event tank. We've got a new turtle here, looks like a tier 8 badger looking type tank along the AT line. And I thought this would probably be the Battle Pass event. Magnus looks a little bit like the face shield that you see on the loading intro right now. So as we get into March, there's supposed to be a new Battle Pass. Maybe this will be the tank. But interesting here, we've got a tier 10 Object 907 medium tank. So like I said, one thing that Blitz does great is they continually add new tanks, new maps, and are upgrading the game for all of us. So here's some more statistics on the T5051. Won't go into that. Interesting here, the Tier 9 Bat Chat got some rate of fire increase. Last update, it was the Tier 10 Bat Chat. Got a little bit of a buff, so that's good to see. We'll have to try that out. IS-3 and KV-4 lose some penetration on the tier 7 gun, so don't be worried about that as far as it goes for the top tier gun. The tier 7 IS. So they've been playing around with some of the middle guns here, KV-3. What I've been struggling with, been playing this IS-2 a lot lately because it's one of those tanks that I haven't yet ace mastered. Interesting to see they've lowered the dispersion, and I still think that this is the worst tier 7 heavy tank. I was planning to do a video on why I think that way. KV-1S gets a little bit of a DPM buff on the top gun as well. And we've got some minor, very minor, you can hardly even see it there around the turret, buffs here on the mouse, and again here on the E100. What they really need to do is fix that turret ring on the E100. VK90, you'll see that again, the turret ring there's getting a little bit darker, meaning a little bit harder to pen. On the Vickers CR, you'll see here around the front of the turret getting a little less armor. One of those tanks that's a little OP just because you, for whatever reason, you bounce shots off of this turret, and you know, a light tank really should not be bouncing as much as it does. And not sure when we will see this 50 TP prototype, but looks like they've taken the armor down a little bit as well on this tank. So there you have the updates for 7.7. Nice Czechoslovakian line. Let me know what you think again about those sounds. And with that, guys, have fun out there. Stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.